try and make a wraparound on this bottom lane. He doesn't know if there's a single ward. He's moving around the tri-brush. This is incredibly creative.
Now Crisp, he's going forward with a flash of his own. Jackulov already taking some damage onto Missing. He's so low, and that's first blood picked up by Kanavi. A 5-head play to pick up the first kill of the game in this best-of-3 series. And now Pays is on the run as well. Another Comet Spear connects. They're waiting for Crisp cooldowns to come back up. Shun is here underneath the turret as well. It will not be any more kills as they will be able to defend themselves underneath their tier 1. Those timers could not be available
here,
for
though.
the next grub timer. As here comes 369 coming in with the unstoppable onslaught, immediately finding Missing, perfectly timed, perfectly sniped out, and Kanavi will land the final blow. It's 2-0.
Hell, even Chris could just find the ignite. It's coming up in a few seconds.
Yeah, there was no threat of a kill without that summoner spell, so they're just trying to force Ala back to lane and give Top Esports a numbers advantage around the grubs, out of which they've already claimed 2. However, Shun is here, Pays on the way as well, and a teleport coming back in. It's going to be Scout joining the party, making it a 4v3, at least for the moment, in favor of JDG. Kanavi dashes in. Going to immediately try to find some damage onto Nico. Cream is still here, but he might just be a little bit too late. The Death Ray will make it a 1-for-1, and the Arcane Storm has already come out. Scout does not have his ultimate anymore. He has the flash to try to escape. Here comes that Grand Starfall, and Shun will go down as well. It's a 2-for-1 for Top East.
All of the gold advantage in every single lane.
And the biggest winner being Kanavi here. And remember, this is him playing against his old team and doing pretty well so far. Here comes a response from JDG. They're going on to Cream with Scout and Missing. Nice to use Pop Blossom. And of course, the rest of the damage from Scout will get them back.
Maybe they try to set up a dive onto Scout. As soon as that dragon comes down, I mean, you have the Grand Starfall.
Whoa.
That's a visual. Thank you to our observers. Great vision toggle from them.
As Chris, after he used that depth charge, he's suddenly in a world of trouble. As a teleport does come in, the Grand Starfall maybe issued a bit prematurely for Kanavi. As Top Esports pick up the dragon on the feats of strength, but now could get collapsed upon by JD Gaming. Pays hovering in the mid lane. Shun is here as well, and it does look like Chris was just going to pop that recall and head back on out. So JDG not able to find any kills.
All right, 369 will not be able to get to this fight in time. So there should be a numbers advantage for the time being. Cream is also cut away from his team. He really needs an escort. I feel like Top Esports playing a little too fast here. They need to back off, reconnect with the team.
Cream's going to try to come in with the Arcane Storm. Shun does secure the Herald, but the Pop Blossom goes out from Missing, and already it is Scout that gets singled out and dies with his flash still on cooldown. Pays the flash of the wall. Shun does as well, and Top Esports get 1 kill in.
Certainly for me, no flash or Shun on or Pays. That's absolutely insane. I think that is very, very good for them.
And that means that they can be very aggressive in terms of going for an invade on this next spawn of the blue buff. 369 out of the bush, does land a 2-man decimating smash. That's a teleport has come in from Scout. He still has his flash. He still has the Between Worlds, and he's going to use it to try to chunk out Kanavi, who does get shut down. That's a kill going over to the Aurora, and now it is 369 just yeeting his way out of there as Jade. And was once again Crisp with a really nicely placed dredge line to lock down Scout before he could even use his flash. And now Missing might get caught out as Kanavi has found him in his own jungle. However, Cream takes a huge boatload of damage and will go down to the Aurora. Call the Forge God comes out. It's going to be landed here onto the Pantheon, but here comes the response. And here comes Top Esports punching right back. Show with the Crescent Guard will knock away 2. Pays still at half HP on the back line. Going to try to dish out some damage on the 369 with that Kraken Slayer that you talked about, Hulk. But it's not enough to take down this big, beefy Scion.
Blossom and 5 before Ala with the Call of the Forge God. Just give yourself a little bit of time. Now that you're missing out ways, you need to engage.
And as soon as those cooldowns are up, there goes Missing, and there goes JDG. Already a 2-for-1 trade, and a knockup comes to run a Kanavi. JD Gaming winning out of the team fight, and now Jackie 11 369 are forced to run for the hills. What a play. Started off by Missing and followed up by the rest of JD Gaming, as they will deny the soul point unless a miracle steal comes through.
All right, Jackie, let's see that arrow. Guma got benched for less. They're not going to get the dragon. They're going to stop this, JD Gaming. They're going to try and pull this one out. Mid-prio being gained by Kaisa. Great team fight coming in from Jindong. Just having the wherewithal. Just let's play a little bit patiently. We can slow the game down here. Scout and Missing just doing so. Looking now, 2 items completed for Cream and Kanavi and for 369.
Your main carries are on defensive itemizations. We'll see if that means anything here. There's no spell shield available for Jackulo yet, and that means he can potentially get singled out. Missing with the Pop Blossom will only land onto 1. We're on the other side of the fight. It's Kanavi taking down Shun. Dash forward from Ala, but not able to find a knockup. Now 369 still very beefy up in this front line, and he will be able to provide enough space to take Ala down.
All right. the entirety of JDG just feels a very much to trade on the map, get a turret for themselves, see if they can get a little bit of global gold, and bounce back in this game maybe later on.
But a big win there for Top Esports overall. Remember, the gold is even now. 2,500 back in their favor, plus that Thornbound Otacon. That's going to provide even more experience, even more of those Spirit Petals, and of course, that extra effect on takedowns. A lot of good situations set up for Top now as they got a really nice fight around that bottom lane.
Ion, and then you just have all of this backline damage from Victor and Varus. This feels impossible for JDG, and they need to be very creative with how they get into fights. That's the Proto Belt gone from missing, so another engage tool gone now.
Well, here comes the Ornhorn, and it looks like JDG want to start things off. It only hits onto Ala, but look at Missing. He's already been taken down. Ala has to dash away with the Searing Charge, but the Depth Charge still coming on top. There comes that choo-choo train, and Pace sees the Killer Instinct to get away. 2-0 in favor of Top Esports. They say, screw that soul point. We might just head...
369 is he's level 16 right now. Oh, Jackie.
Oh, Jackie. We are too far forward into this mid lane. That Edge of Night not going to save you here. As Pays picks up a much-deserved kill. He finally gets on the board. And it's
the Baron being started here. Aurora on a massive flank.
Here's the call of the Forge God. It's going to connect here onto two members. 369 tanking up so much on that back line, but here comes the dive. Here comes the Pop Blossom. It lands on a 3 from Missing, but Kanavi's still up and healthy.
No way.
And 369 will not fall. It's a double kill as Pays goes down. All has to flash over the wall, and Kanavi is not done just yet. That Grand Starfall going to cut off Scout's escape. He dashes in, lands that stun, and Kanavi will pick up the kill, and Top Esports get themselves the ace.
And Cream and What else? Top Esports now with Baron on all 5 members, 3 grubs. They're just going to rip apart the base. Scout trying to trade on the opposite side of the map. Objective bounties coming on through. But this could be the end. They're going to be looking on to inhibitor number 1 in mid, inhibitor number 2. And hell, if they don't win the game here, well, guess what? There's a dragon spawning in a minute and a half, and that'll be their Dragon Soul, the Infernal Drake.
See, Sinus' ulti up. Oh man, if we were watching Los Satona's game, you know that Sion's going straight and finish off that tier 2, and now this Aurora could be caught out as there comes that Grand Starfall. Kanavi really trying to hunt Scout down. He uses the E for the additional movement speed. As here goes Scout, he goes and pops the invis. He's just trying to clear out the wave because he knows that he has met his doom. It's Cream picking up the kill, and Top Esports continue to end the game right here as Ala steps too far forward and is taken down. Scout on the back line does not have his ultimate just yet. Pays once again to head back to the fountain, but he might not be able to get back in time. The Pop Blossom from Missing, only doing a little bit of crowd control. Pays dashing in. It's the last-ditch effort for JDG, but it will not be enough. A fully charged Q from 369 will seal game number 1 as Top Esports come out with a guns a-blazing in game number 1.
32 minutes, and it felt like for all 32 of it, it was Top Esports.
Faster here than Shun, you're able to pick up this early Scuttle Crab, most likely, and the coin did flip in favor of Kanavi potentially, as he should be able to secure this one. As Shun instead is going to try to target Cream in the mid lane.
Hold this, Cream.
He forces the flash. That E-proc does a lot of damage, and Cream's forced about 100 HP, so not fatal, but a crucial summoner spell is down, as now Kanavi's going to look for a response in the bottom lane.
Okay, Missing and Pays. Can you survive? That's 1 spear missing. Wave doesn't crash. Kanavi takes a turret shot. I think this is risky. I think this is really hard for them to pull off. Yeah, turret is starting to really heat up. They are poking them out.
They're going slowly but surely. Finally, Missing does pop the heal, but the spears are starting to rain in here for Pays. Oh, the Mantra Q from downtown. It's pure from Crisp, and that's first blood to Top Esports. They could look for more onto Pays. The redive is inevitable. The tether lands onto the Callista. In goes Kanavi. The tower's heating up. Will this be Pays out playing? He's able to find the first kill, but will be shut down by the Mystic Shot of Jackie.
Okay, saving some of a similar level of success internationally speaking, but Shun now going to get spotted on this ward. Big focus for us. 0 stacks so far on this. Oh my god, Cream!
What a buffer. Coming out from Cream on that Yone. And that will leave.
Shun being 45% HP here is a bit questionable to me. Jackie Love also getting another wave. JDG are giving up a lot of gold on the map to try to make this play happen right now. So they'll get 2 grubs. Teleport coming in from 369.
369 going to try to join the fray. It's already 2 grubs picked up here by JDG. They're going to be very happy to just give up the third, knowing they have the advantage, and also have burned that teleport from 369. So the Renekton, without that summoner spell for the next couple of minutes, means that it'll be...
Hold on to this Azir, get him set up.
Okay, this could be what JDG were looking for. The face call finds the bottom lane of top
Wow.
esports. Chris flashes away, but it's not enough. The Ren will take him down. And so JD Gaming getting another kill into their star 80 carry.
All right.
Top esports early, and it took them a while to really continue to snowball it.
I'm glad that during that fight towards the plate there, might have to hold this as Shun gets a little freaky with the mounting dread. Contesting for the blue buff. Goes over to Kanavi.
Nice.
All right. Azir does teleport topside, but you could see that the observers were zooming in onto Allah because they were like, is anybody going to hit the Blood Rose? Is anybody going to hit the Blood Rose? Getting Dominus popped here for 369.
Yeah, Allah still has his R2. The Q3, if that connected, could have been an all-in, all-out for Allah. Oh, Trisp gets hit up by that handshake, and Sean going to jump over the wall. This is the opportunity that JDG might want right before that Rift Herald spawns. Crisp still getting singled out, and the Feats of Warfare going to be secured by JD Gaming. Kanavi dashes in with the Land's Respite, buying so much time. Jackie left to shift back over into his red buff pit, and won't be able to finish off any single kill. So JD Gaming getting a kill back onto Crisp, and continuing to mount their comeback.
Look to push on over. They're going to instead trade for the Dragon here. All of this is happening. Top Esports going to go for the first turret of the game. Grab that for themselves. 369. Don't think he's under too much duress here, but, I mean, Shun's coming.
Yeah, he's just trying to build up Fury to try to clear out that minion wave. We'll have to flash out as Allah used the ulti on him to send him backwards. And now Crisp is here, but JDG want to continue this play. Cream could potentially join this fight soon, but he doesn't have that teleport available. I thought it was coming off a cooldown, but it is not, and so it will be JD Gaming getting that dragon and getting the bot lane tier 1 turret, while top esports
like 8+ minutes now. Kanavi's gonna get a hell of a lot of damage done to him with the mounting dread. JDG saying, okay, that's enough. You've taken enough of the base, enough of the map.
We're playing fast and loose in this game. Missing, just left out to dry. Chris flashes forward. The shielding is not enough, and 369 picks up the kill after utilizing his teleport. So JDG
Snittily trying to keep that advantage. Feels like if top esports lose, if they give the shutdown, we talked about it earlier, this game could instantly swing and be very snowball reliant for both of these teams.
But so far, top esports are the one with that advantage. They're up 2,500 gold. Missing, chunked out really low, and the spear picks up the kill by Kanavi. Cream comes in with a fate shield. It lands on a 2, but Pace still very healthy. A numbers at
Expecting him to immediately get bursted out by that huge spear, and they're going to take Dragon. They're going to start up Otacon immediately here for top esports.
Will JDG respond? Missing's back up, but he's very far away from this Otacon, who's now at 8,000 HP. Scout in the area as well. Sean very far away. There should be no chance at a steal, but maybe top esports could be under threat in terms of fight. Sean goes in! Oh my goodness! He somehow gets into range to steal that Otacon away, and JDG will walk away with a buff scot-free. Top esports can and will start this up.
All right, how is Shun going to be able to survive? He's at half right now. There are no jungle camps for him to be able to take. Renekton is playing up. You see that right now. JDG have no idea. They have no vision on this right now. This is a free Baron going over to top esports.
It's way
they
too
are
late
playing
to teleport.
fast. They are playing intentional. And hell, they even got the teleport playing like a team possessed here. Clean movements. It feels like they are so locked in as to what they need to be able to accomplish.
Okay, Death
369 walks forward.
It's set up onto the Croc. He's chunked down to 40% HP. Oh, Cream does not hit anybody as Shun flashes away. Here comes the Emperor's Divide. Scout looking to find the kill onto his opposing mid laner, and it will be a shutdown picked up by Allah. Hostile takeover is slowing Kanavi down. He has no flash and he has no life. It's a double kill for the Cassante, and JD Gaming find the fight that they need and will pick up their second dragon of the game.
It took them almost half an hour in game time, but finally we see JDG get a team fight on their terms, and it goes their way. Second dragon of the game going over to JDG, and this Baron now being stalled out for top esports. They tries to squeeze a little bit too much. Again, it is so hard for this team to actually walk into Fog of War.
And potentially a pull of the Baron.
I mean, Scout still has teleport. They're going to be able to go back into this play, and JDG right now are having access into mid. They're getting pulled around the map right now, trying to find this pick onto Allah.
Now he's the one singled out. The Uno reverse card right back in on the Cassante. Jackie Love with a Mystic Shot picks up the kill, and it's a numbers advantage for top esports for the next 50 seconds. 4v5 on the map. Top esports going to start up this Baron, and there's not much that JDG can do about it.
JDG, they're going to go to the Dragon. They're going to put themselves on soul point with this. Another Infernal Dragon coming on through. 369 invests the teleport. This game only gets tighter and tighter between the two teams here. JDG sitting in 4th. Top Esports are #1 TS. I think you need to take control of the mid waves. I know that you've been trying to play really fast on at least one side of the map. 369.
We send the Renekton right over the wall. The hostile takeover going to slow him down as well. Eclipse onto Crisp. Here's the Emperor's Divide.
Oh my god!
Shield is big from Cream. It lands on a 4. Lands respite, buying a lot of time. Who's going to come out on top in this one? Guardian Angel already popped from Paze. Jackie,
oh my god, Jackie!
Jackie loves trying to pop off once again. And in the moment that matters most, it is the star franchise AD carry for Top Esports to win themselves the fight. Only All is alive. They have a wave in.
It's gone. There's no Baron buff available. All needs to make a lifetime save. He's going for the minion wave.
He's not going to be able to find it. Those minions going to be all nice and healthy. The ace is picked up for Kanavi as he sweeps his former team in the LPL Split 2 regular season. It's Jackie Love on the Ezreal to win them at the end as Top Esports go to 12-2 with a dominant sweep over JD Gaming.
Yet again, another 2-0 here coming in for Top Esports. I think